What's up YouTube? This is Pills for Speed, where every other week I try and bring you a vid of doing something on my hobbies, maybe working on the aquarium, my bikes, or fooling around on the Sylvia. Today it's going to be some basic maintenance, basically how I do it, and also a new Jaebo powerhead that I got. So let's get started. So here we have the WP40 by Jaebo. Awesome little pump, but let's get her unboxed here so you can see what all comes in it. So what we have here is the control module. Here we have the Jaebo. To give you an idea, it's not very big, but not very small compared to what you might be used to seeing. Plenty of wiring though, easily 6 foot worth of wire. About the size you get here. Size of a little bit bigger than a baseball. And the power brick. So let's get it installed. So here I have my wave controller, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about how it works. So basically you have the H1 and H2, which are these here, and H3. Basically H1 is 100%. It's the highest that the pump can flow, and it's just one constant flow. H2 is medium, H3 is the lowest. So H3 would be like maybe at nighttime or whatever the case. You have a sensor where you put in this little bulb there, and whenever the lights turn off, your pump will run like half the power. You got W1, which is the wave mode. Basically you turn this little blue dial here and you can get the power head to pulse to where it could give you a real nice wave. Number 2 is a jump between high, medium, and low. And so is number 3, but it kinda, number 3 goes, it'll go fastest, slowest, medium, slowest, fastest, kind of jump around. Else mode is pretty cool. Else mode is kind of like what you get in the natural reef. Basically what it does is it'll throw all different kind of modes all in one. So I'd been using it up until the point where I've added both of these, because now my real fine sand is kind of starting to really pick up. So I have it set to S1, which is the lowest power. By the way, these, I think they only work once you get to the W's. They don't really work when you're on H1, H2, H3 by changing these. They do nothing. But yeah, so it's pretty good current. The tank's already going to sleep, so the timer has turned off all the metal halides, and it's just the actinics right now. But you can see a lot of the coral already starting to simmer in. This guy seems to be liking the current. You know, he opens up more with it. Those guys too, really liking it. Some kind of candy cane. I think it's like Predator or something like that. And there's some new frog spawn. We'll see if it behaves. I just put them in the tank. So yeah, on the tunties, these are two WB40s in a 150 gallon tank. The dimensions are 60 inches by 24 by 24, and it's a lot more than I bargained for. I thought one was a lot, but two. This is the lowest setting. I actually have to point them up, because if I point them to the middle, it hits the wall and really picks the sand up. So I guess I wanted high current, and that's what I got. So last but not least, we got to change the water out. So in my aquarium I do roughly about 30 gallons, and I do it every maybe 3 or 4 months, just depending. The water does so good with the cycling and the skimmer and all the levels, so nutrients last quite a bit other than just top off. So this is what I do. 30 gallons completely full. And this is the waste. You can see there, it's pretty dirty. But here's a look at the refugiums. Got nothing there in the sump. Shadow. So you can see that red slime algae is already clearing up significantly.